So, previously, smoking in a enclosed space such as a house or an apartment didn't exist for me. You know, being a high school kid that still lived at his parents' house, they knew that I smoked, but that's fine. But obviously, I wasn't token up and be like, "Hey, grandma, get a load of this, get a load of this Alien OG or whatever." She'd be like, "You need Jesus," and so I obviously had to improvise a little bit.
Did she actually say you needed Jesus?
That was my other grandma. Rest in peace. She,
Jewish?
yes. So that's another story. Cut that up. But anyways, so I still have the same car to this day. It doesn't. I'm surprised that there's still not lingering weed smells in my car. So my car would be the place to smoke because we'd have all my friends, either they didn't have cars or whatever. So we'd drive around. We'd hotbox the whip. We'd drive around the city, drive around, smoking a blunt, smoking 3 blunts, smoking 10 blunts, whatever we had. And one day we said we were gonna do it. You hear it in rap music. Lil Wayne, has the whole 7 grams in the blunt, almost drowned in her pussy, so I swam to her butt type shit. And so we're like, we're high school kids. We're like, we need to have a 7-gram blunt. By the way, very wasteful. You're gonna burn. If you have weed to burn, go ahead, roll up King Kong's fingers. Your Wiz Khalifa. Do it. But that's not the point. That's not the point we were trying to make. The point is you put it on the scale and it says 7.8 or whatever. You're like, God damn, like that's a big blunt. That's a lot of weed in a cigarillo or what have you. So we rolled up a 7-gram blunt. And we had it was a big, thick type shit. And we had probably 4 people in the car. So we parked at our spot. I'm not gonna say this or that. We parked in our spot. We roll up this 7-gram blunt. Everyone's taking pictures of it and whatever. We light it up. We're in the car. It's like it's time to go. Like now's the time. The time is now to chief this monster of a blunt. So we roll it up. We spark it up. We're puffing. The car is starting to get thick with smoke. We're having a good time. Everyone's enjoying it right now. We're like, oh my God, we did it. We rolled up a 7-gram, 8-gram blunt. We're smoking it. We're getting high. We love it. We're smoking it. We're passing it around. The car is starting to look like someone had a vape mod, filled it up with lots of smoke because that's why I said it's wasteful at first, because not only is there a lot of smoke coming off of the blunt, just from the front, from the cherry, and filling the car because windows closed, doors locked, whatever. But you're breathing it in, you're inhaling people are losing a lung out here. They're filling the car with smoke. We're getting down. We're about probably halfway, we're already chopped. It's a 7-gram blunt. We're already like, holy shit. Oh, me again? They're passing. Yeah, taking long. They're like, yeah, okay. When you start out the blunt, everyone's like, you know what I'm saying? They're hitting it. I love French inhaling. Hitting them with the. Every time, love doing that. Everyone's, sitting back. Yeah, we got a fat ass blunt. We're just. Cubans on me like I'm Castro or whatever, and we're smoking it, and then by the time we're getting down to halfway, people are like, okay, passing it, one hit and pass. The car is thick with smoke. I'm telling you, if someone rolled up to us, we'd have to be like, hold on 1 second, and smoke's gonna hit, they're gonna be high. If for some reason we got pulled up, like someone rolled up on us and we had to open the door or the window, the smoke would hit them in the face and they would be high forever, perma high, whatever. They'd be out cold. But we start getting down, there's like a third of it left. People are tapping out, so instead of 4, and then there was 3, you know, okay, shit. And then the other guy's like, I'm good. I kid you not, by the time we got down to a third and a quarter, whatever, people were crying. They were in the back seat. They're like, please, can we open up the window? Please. And I'm like, no, do not break the hot box. That is a sin. It is a sin to break the hot box while we're doing this. They're chopped. They're in the back seat. They're like, damn, okay. They're like, holy, okay, damn, it's really like that. They're crying. I'm like, okay, we gotta finish it. We finish it. Finally, it's like, okay, everyone is baked completely out of their mind. We have this roach that's probably like fat. It's a fat roach, all res. Like if you were to, like, we could have smoked that the next day and been like, damn, that was like a whole blunt.
It turns out that it was all oregano.
Yeah, right. It was all oregano. Yeah, you know what? It was all oregano. It was all a joke. No, but
Trouble hearing you.
oh my God, Siri's an op. Oh my God. And finally, to finish out the story, not only was that a great night, kids were crying and they wanted to, you know, get out of the car. We were super chopped, but a few days after that, my grandma, you know, I still live with at home. My dad and my grandma. My grandma, she knows, she knew, but she caught a whiff of that. Like, I don't know if it was like, I'm getting in the car, like, oh, see you later, going to school, going whatever. She's like, oh my God, it smells like dank. Like, oh my God, you know, you hotbox a 7-gram blunt in a car, it's gonna do some damage. You know, I got cloth seats in there or whatever. Like I said, I'm still surprised that it's not smell like that. And so we go to PDQ. You know, we go to the car wash place where they vacuum out your car and you wash it and whatever. And at this point, it's all high school kids that work at PDQ. I knew probably like 6 kids that worked there at the time. I step out of the car and they immediately catch a whiff. I'm with my grandma. She's like, I'm taking you to PDQ. I'm taking you to the car wash. Let's go. And we both step out of the car, and I know these kids from school. They're just, dude, they have this shit-eating grin on their face because they smell that. My grandma's sitting there. She's just like, you know, pissed, but she's not gonna bitch me out or whatever. But she's pissed, bro. These kids are laughing all the way through. My car's getting vacuumed out. They go through to the car wash, get to the end. Even, I know, like 4 more kids doing the whole window polish and whatever. They're dying. They're laughing. And I'm like, yep, and in conclusion, that's what's going to happen if you hotbox a 7-gram blunt and your grandma disapproves of it. Amen. Love you, Granny. High forever, perma high, whatever. They'd be out cold. You know what? It was all oregano. It was all a joke. No.